Hi everyone, we are excited to have you here in today's fun-filled learning session at YOLO. Here is a quick look at how you can submit your work after the class. As a first step, go to live.yolo.com. You can use any browser to access this site. On this page, you will see a list of all our classes. Scroll down and you can see the Submit Your Work button. And then you will see a list of the classes that you've last attended, which could, for example, show the dance or craft or science experiment classes you've attended recently. Next, it will show you the list of children whose names are registered in this mobile number. Choose your name from this list to submit your work. For instance, if you are Satvik Kumar, choose that name. And then choose the class for which you would like to make your submission. For example, if you've attended the New Year's Masquerade Party session and you'd like to make the submission for this class, click on the Submit Your Work button below that. And then upload the photo you've taken. Choose the image from your phone and click Submit. You can scroll down and view all your past submissions and see how many of your friends or peers have liked your work. You can also see others' work and like their work to inspire your friends. If you want to showcase your work on social media, that too is very simple. Click on Share, copy the link and post it on Instagram or Facebook or any other platform of your choice. Just a tiny reminder, your submission looks a lot better if you could click a photo in the landscape mode rather than the portrait mode. Do not forget to tag us at YOLO_app. I'm eagerly looking forward to all your submissions right after this class.
Hi there, kids. I hope you had a look at the submission video on how to go ahead and make your submission. And that video made it really, really simple and easy for you to go ahead and understand the process on how to make the submission. So, a couple of things for this new course that we're going to be going ahead and starting with today's class. So, let's discuss what all we're going to be learning in this course. That's one thing. Second is what are the submissions going to look like? That's going to be the second thing that I want to go ahead and discuss. And the third thing that I want to go ahead and discuss is about your submissions, about the top 10 grading, about the certificate that you get at the end of the course. So these are the couple of things. Let's go ahead and discuss, and then we can get started with today's class. So first things first, what is this course going to be about? This course is going to go ahead and be about drawing. So we're going to go ahead and focus mainly on the drawing with the topics with being festivals. So what we're going to do is we have different various festivals of India. So we're going to be picking up various festivals, and in today's class we're going to be starting with Holi. So Holi is around the corner, so we want to go ahead and do a little bit of a Holi drawing. So either if you have a school competition or just a greeting card that you want to go ahead and give to someone, you can go ahead and use this Holi illustration or drawing or artwork that we create today, and probably go ahead and recreate it somewhere else, and then showcase it to your friends, your family, probably give someone something. You can go ahead and definitely do something like that. So that's going to be today's topic. But in the next few classes, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to pick up different drawings. So a couple of drawings that I was going ahead and thinking was, we can probably do Diwali, we can do Navratri, we can do Pongals, we can do those kind of drawings. So we're going to learn how to do different illustrations. And one big focus that I want to keep as part of these illustrations or artworks or drawings are that I want to teach you how to draw a few human beings in it, right? So a simple cartoon, human being, we're going to go ahead and draw. We're not going to really focus on, very extensive and hard drawings, because we obviously want it to look like an illustration at the end of the day. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to draw a human being, and we're going to draw a representation of the festival that we're doing for today. So that was the first thing that I wanted to discuss with you. The second thing that I wanted to discuss with you is how to go ahead and do your submissions. Now, in each class, the submission is going to be you going ahead and doing the drawing with me in the class, but the submission is going to be for you to go ahead and outline and color and then do your submission. So I wanted to include a fun activity in the end. I just didn't want you to attend the class and then go ahead and upload the picture by itself. I wanted it to be something fun and interactive for you to go ahead and do. So the interactive bit and the fun bit that I wanted you to go ahead and do was to go ahead and outline outline and color on your own, so that I'm going to show you a representation of what I would like it to look like. But obviously I want it to be fun. I want you to play with colors. I want you to enjoy your colors and go ahead and fill in it colors. So that's going to be the second thing that I wanted to talk to you about. And the third and the most important thing is how you're going to do your submissions, and finally what you're going to result out of it. So first thing that you're going to go ahead and do is, after every class you want to go ahead and submit your drawing. So after you've done your drawing, doing your outline, doing your coloring, I want you to go ahead and follow the process that you saw at the beginning of the video, and go ahead and submit your artwork. If you go ahead and submit your artwork, for every class I'm going to be picking the top 10 students, right? So I want you to be part of that top 10. I want to see that improvement that you guys are doing. So every class you have to go ahead and improve a little bit by little bit. And if you're making your submissions, you're being picked for that top 10, then I'm going to know that you're actually learning and you're benefiting from my classes and courses, right? So that's something that's very important, and I want you to definitely go ahead and do. The third thing that in this that is there is that if you go ahead and attend each of the classes, and if you go ahead and submit each of your submissions, then you're going to go ahead and also receive a certificate at the end of the course. And certificates are so good and great, right? Because they show what you have learned, what you have done. So tomorrow, if you're in a competition or a school setting, and they ask you for all of the certificates that you have done, then you can present it and show them that I have done festival drawings, and I can go ahead and show you a bunch of festival drawings, which I feel is very, very important, and I want each and every one of you to get it. So let's start off with today's class with the materials that we need, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you how to draw. Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that you obviously need is a book or a sheet of paper. So normally we go ahead and use a sketchbook like this. If you do not have a sketchbook like this, then you can go ahead and use any plain drawing sheets of paper that you might have with you at home. Anything that is not ruled would be best. So 100 GSM, 200 GSM, whatever you have at home. If you don't have any GSM, then a normal A4 size sheet of paper will also do. So if you have a drawing book that you've got from somewhere, use that. If you've not got a drawing book, then go ahead and use a plain ruled sheet of paper. The next thing that you need is a simple pencil. Any pencil that you have lying around at home, you can go ahead and pick up. Try not to have it really, really light as a pencil, because it won't show up on your paper. So have nice dark pencil that you can go ahead and use. That's the second thing that you will need. The third thing that you need for today's class is a sketch pen. So here I'm just using a black color sketch pen, because all of my outlining that I have done for these classes are all going to be with black color. If you feel you do not want to use only black color and you want to use a variation of colors, because the outlining and the coloring part is going to be up to you to go ahead and do. So if you want to go ahead and use more colors, then grab more colors. If you feel like, no, I just want to use one color, which is black color, then just go ahead and grab your black color sketch pen. Either of the two work wonderfully well. After sketch pens, you need finally the colors of your choice. Now the colors that I have here are all color pencils. You can see I have lots and lots of colors right here. I have more on the side kept over there. So I have my reds, pinks, all of those colors right on the side. So here I have the color pencils with me. Now in terms of the colors, again, I do not want to have it like as a hard or fast rule as to what colors you can go ahead and use. You can go ahead and use color pencils. You can go ahead and use sketch pens. You can go ahead and use crayons. You can go ahead and use whatever you like. That is completely up to you to go ahead and use, because this coloring is going to be based off of you. If you want to go ahead and use soft pastels, oil pastels, any form of other paint, etc., that you have at home and you want to go ahead and use, that is also completely up to you. Just make sure that you have some coloring medium that you want to go ahead and use. So the first thing that we're going to go ahead and do for today's class is we're going to go ahead and start drawing. So now the picture or the illustration that we are going to be going for is going to be a girl standing with a pitchkari. Now, do you know what a pitchkari is? You know, the triangular top, and then you go press it, you fill up water, and then you press it and splash it on people. So we're going to be going ahead and drawing a girl with a pitchkari, and she's spreading color all over the page, right? So that's going to be the illustration and artwork that we want to go ahead and draw for today. So the first thing that I want you to go ahead and do is where I am pointing, that's where we're going to go ahead and start drawing your girl. So let's start with that. So the first type that I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and start with her face. So now once we get the structure of the face, we can go ahead and do the body part of it. So we're going to start with the face, then we're going to do her hair, and we're going to do her eyes, nose and mouth, and then move on to the rest of the body. So for the face, the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to draw a big U. You can see the U is pretty big. It's not small at all. So first thing, big U. The next step is going to be to draw a curve up and curve down. So basically this is going to be the hairline. You can see everybody has a hairline like this. So you know, I could have done a curve, but I like this design, so I've gone and done curve up and curve on the side. So that's going to be the next step for the hair. So I'm going to keep waiting in the middle so that you can do each step with me nice and easily. Good job, everybody's done a wonderful job. The next step is going to be doing the eyes. Now here I do not want to make it extremely hard for you. I want to make it really simple and easy eyes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a curve like this and a curve like this. That's it. So two curves for your eyes. The next step is going to be doing the nose. I've gone ahead and done a nose like this, just an L, simple L like that for the nose, nothing hard. Now let's do the mouth and curve for the mouth. So you can see curve for the mouth. So I'm going to wait here for a second just in case you have missed anything or you haven't got that right. Please go ahead and do it. So curve for the face, then the hairline, then the eyes, nose and mouth. That was our first set of steps. Good. The next thing that we're doing is we're going to go ahead and draw the hair. So what I have basically gone ahead and done is from the sides of her face, I've gone ahead and done a curve on the top. So here I wanted the girl to go ahead and have braids. So in order to do the braids, we still first wanted to do the top part of the hair. So I've gone ahead and done the curve on the top. So go ahead and do the same. Good job. Everybody's done a wonderful job. And now we're going to do the braid. Now for the braid, what I'm doing is I'm going to go ahead and use ovals like this. So I'm going to pre-play this part of the video. I just wanted you to see how it looks like. So we're going to do two braids on either side. So it basically has to be curves that we are doing. So ovals or circles basically going up and down. So you can see going from here to here. So like this. And the other side we'll do from here to here. But to do so, we're going to do ovals. So 1, 1, 1, 1 oval. So let me just show you that bit. Yeah, so you can see oval, oval, oval and creating that shape. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Now, if it's not 5 and I have to do more than 5, that's also completely okay. No problem for that. So you can see now she has braids on either side. So I'm just going to wait for you to go ahead and do this. So take your time with this. Don't try to rush into it. Don't try to do it, fast, fast. Try to take your time and do it as neatly as you can. Good. I'm seeing everybody has done a wonderful job in drawing this. Very well done. Good job. Okay, so now let's move on to the next step. The next step is going to be drawing the neck of the girl. So for the neck, all I've done is I've done two lines coming down. So you can see my lines are a little curved closer on the top and then going little downwards at the bottom. If you feel that is hard for you to do, don't worry. Just do two straight lines coming down like that. That's it. Then I'm going to do a curve for her dress. I've done a curve for her dress. Perfect. Everybody's done a good job. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and draw her shoulders. So you can see on either side, I've gone ahead and done her shoulders. So like this. So we have done the neck, we've gone ahead and done the curve. Now we're doing the shoulders. So two slanting lines on this side. That's it. Perfect. Very well done. Now we're going to draw a straight line through the middle. So the straight line in the middle is basically for her dress. So I've done like a, opening sort of a thing here. So it's just a simple straight line that I've gone ahead and done. So now we're going to move on to a little bit of a complicated part, which is going to be her hands and how she's going ahead and holding the pichkari. We're going to move on to that part. So be careful and cautious while going ahead and drawing this. So you can see the shape that I've gone ahead and done over here. I've gone ahead and done a curve and then I've done a straight line. So that is going to be her sleeve. So like you can see how my sleeve is, it's curve and straight line. That's exactly what we're going and done over there. And we're going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Curve and side. That's it. How simple and easy was that? Perfect. Everybody is doing a good job. If you've made any mistakes, go ahead and erase it. I'm going to wait for a second so that, if you've made any mistakes anywhere, you can just correct it out and you can follow and through with us. Perfect. Everybody's done a good job. All right. So then for the next step, we're going to draw her hand. So you can see I'm going ahead and drawing two lines right here. So you can see two lines right here coming out of the shoulder, two lines. Perfect. And then I'm drawing two lines coming out on the side. So now this is going to be her holding the pichkari. So two lines side, then two lines straight and then two lines side. Perfect. And now I'm going to draw the circle for her hand. That's it. So simple. So I'm just going to wait for a second just in case you have missed out or made a mistake over here. Go ahead and correct it out. So straight, straight and then curve. That's it. Perfect. Everybody's doing a wonderful job. All right. Now it is to go ahead and draw the pitchkaris. For the pitchkari, I'm going ahead and drawing the two straight lines. The rod of it that she's holding right now, that's the first part of it. Then after that, going ahead and drawing a box like this and a triangle on top for the pitchkari. So you can see I've drawn a rectangle with a triangle on top. So this is how your pitchkari is going to look. Two lines coming up, one rectangle and one triangle on top. Perfect. Everybody's doing such a neat job and a wonderful job. Very, very well done. Good. Perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and do the other hand. Now for the other hand, we're going to go ahead and follow pretty similar to what we did in the previous one. So for the previous one, how we went ahead and did two straight lines coming down like this. Now we're doing two straight lines coming down from there. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and do the side lines. See, you can see the sideline, how it's looking. So it's come like this and like this. Very, very simple. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and straighten that line out over here. I didn't want that gap to be there. So I've gone ahead and filled it in. Now what I want to do for her clothing is I want her to look like she's wearing a skirt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and draw two lines coming out on the side like that. So you can see just two lines coming out on the side. So this could be a frock or a dress or whatever she's wearing as of now. But this is how it's going to go ahead and look. So now here, if you want to go ahead and add a design to her frock or her dress or her skirt or anything, please go ahead and do so if you like, or you can go ahead and do so right at the end when you're doing your outlining and sketch pen. For now, I'm just going to leave this whole part of it empty. I'm not going to go ahead and do anything. So now since we have gone ahead and drawn the basic part of the girl, I'm going to wait for a second so that, if you have made any mistake anywhere, you can go ahead and correct it out. So have a look at how the drawing is. If you feel like in some parts your lines are going here and there and need to correct it out, please go correct it out before we move on to the next step. So I'm looking at everybody's drawing. I think everybody's done a good job. It's all looking good and nice. Yes, well done. Everybody's done a good job. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and draw the splatter of color coming out of the pitchkari. So you can see I'm just doing a wiggly cloud like of shape. So you can go ahead and do any sort of shape coming out. Just make it so that it's like wiggly and here and there. So just going ahead and pouring out of color. And then I'm going to go ahead and draw a few dots on the side to make it look like there is more color splashing out here and there, so which I'll do later. For now, what I'm going ahead and doing is I'm going to go ahead and draw a bucket for her to be taking water from. So have a look at to how I'm doing it. So one slanting line like this, one slanting line like this, and then I'm going to do an oval on top and the curve on top for the bucket. How easy was that bucket? So two slanting lines, then an oval, and then a curve on top. So it looks like she's taken color from the bucket and then she's going ahead and spreading it everywhere, right? Looks good. Perfect. So now I'm going ahead and doing these kind of curves to make it look like the color is just splashing everywhere. So a lot of the time when the color splashes, it's not like, it's just going to go in one specific direction. It's going to be a splatter and spots going everywhere. So that's what I've gone ahead and done. And now to add color and, more sort of splashes all over the picture, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing everywhere. So you can see around her, like one spot over there. I'm going to do one above her and again splatters. So I'm going to just pause it here for a second, and I want you to look at how I've gone ahead and filled up the sheet of paper. I do not have any gaps anywhere. This is the only small gaps that I have, which is completely fine. If you have a very large sheet of paper and you've drawn a small girl over there, then please go ahead and add in a little bit more of a splatter everywhere to fill up your sheet of paper. So that is very important for you to go ahead and fill up your sheet of paper. So add as many splatters as you like everywhere. I've added one here, I've added one here, I've added one here, and it's basically wiggly lines with dots. You can go ahead and add it in the way you like. Perfect. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and show you what it's going to look like once you outline and color. Like I mentioned, this class is going to be about the drawing. So technically what we had to do for this class is completely over. And the next bit of it is going to be your homework part of it and your submission part of it. So for that, I'm just going to give you a feedback or a review or some tricks on how to go ahead and do it so that you can do it as part of your homework. So here you can see I'm going ahead and taking my black marker and I'm going to go ahead and outline it. So you can see I've outlined the whole thing, and this is how it's going to look once it's completely outlined. So you can see black color marker I've taken and I've nicely, neatly taken my time to go ahead and outline it. So this part, like I mentioned, is going to be part of your homework. Take your time to go ahead and do the outlining. You don't have to rush or you don't have to do it, fast, which is why I didn't want to include it in the class, because then if we had included it in the class, you would have to do it in a very fast manner and it wouldn't look neat, which we do not want at all. So go ahead, outline it. That's going to be the first step for your homework. The next part of the homework is going to be to go ahead and color it in. So you can see I've gone ahead and colored my picture in, and look at how beautiful it's doing looking. So now for the coloring part, a lot of you might be confused later as to how to go ahead and color it. Will it look pretty? Will it not look pretty? How is it supposed to look? So I've colored the picture so that you can look at it right now and mark out the colors if you want to go ahead and mark out or use your colors later. So to give you a good example of how to go ahead and do it, first is pick any dark color for the hair. So you can go ahead and do black, you can do brown, you can do dark brown. I've used dark brown over here for her hair, and go ahead and color her hair. Now for her face, body, hands and neck, what you can go ahead and do is you can use peach or light brown color. Peach if you want to make someone fairer. If you want to go ahead and make someone like our skin tone a little wheatish color, then you can go ahead and take brown and do it lightly, so then it'll look like us. Yeah, so then you can go ahead and do that. I've gone ahead and taken peach because I already had a peach, and I've gone ahead and done the coloring of the same. After that, I've gone ahead and picked out an orange color for her dress. You can go ahead and use any color of your choice. If you want to create patterns and designs at this point of time, go ahead and create patterns and designs and add in a nice beautiful dress, because Holi is an occasion, it's a festival. So everybody's going to be wearing beautiful clothes. A lot of the time people are just wearing white also on Holi because the clothes are going to get stained. So any color of your choice for her clothes is completely fine. So that's the next thing. Then for the pitchkari that she's holding in her hands, I've gone ahead and basically used green and pink as my color combination. You can go ahead and use any combination of your choice. If you want to make it just a single color, red color pitchkari, go ahead and do so. You want to do blue color, you can do blue color. That's up to you. And the next thing that I've gone ahead and done is the bucket. I've chosen to make my bucket red in color, filled in with the blue color water, right? So you can go ahead again, do the color of the bucket, whatever color of your choice, and then go ahead and fill up the water with whatever color of your choice. Now, one thing that is very important just to do for the splatter of, the colors that are there everywhere is that, for example, if you've gone ahead and done the big splatter blue color, just make sure that the dots around it also are going to be blue color. So now here I have three splatters mainly on my page. I have a yellow, red, and a blue. You can change it up and make it pink, purple, green, yellow, pink, red, orange, magenta, whatever colors you like. That's completely up to you because it's your Holi picture. Go ahead and do whatever colors you like. So that's going to be the fun element of your picture. So I hope you've enjoyed and had a look at how this picture and painting is supposed to look and how this illustration is supposed to look. And now let me go ahead and talk to you a little bit on what your submission is going to look like. So like I mentioned earlier, your submission is going to be for you to go ahead and outline and for you to go ahead and color the picture. And I've already showed you an example and explained to you as to how you're going to go ahead with the same. For the coloring, like I mentioned, went ahead and used color pencils, but you can go ahead and use sketch pens, crayons, color pencils, whatever you have at home, just to fill it in with colors. Colors, again, I have given you a reference on what to go ahead and do. If you want to change it up and do your own colors, you can go ahead and do so as well. Now, few things like I always mention, I'm going to be picking the top 10 of this class. Please make a beautiful picture, make it as pretty as you can and submit it, so that I have a very tough time picking my top 10 submissions, right? So that's one thing that I want you to keep in mind. Second thing that I want you to keep in mind is to attend all of the classes of this course. So the first class that we did was Holi. In the next class, I'm going to go ahead and teach you how to do a Diwali drawing. So go ahead and attend all of your classes if you want to know how to do these kind of drawings. So that's the second thing that I wanted to mention. And the third thing is you're going to get a certificate in the end if you attend all of your classes and do all of your submissions. So very important and key point for you is to go ahead and do the same. All right. So I hope you had a wonderful class and you had a fun time. Have a very good evening. Go ahead and do your submission. Color it and go ahead and do your submission for me and have a look at the submission video right now. Bye.
Hi everyone, we are excited to have you here in today's fun-filled learning session at YOLO. Here is a quick look at how you can submit your work after the class. As a first step, go to live.yolo.com. You can use any browser to access this site. On this page, you will see a list of all our classes. Scroll down and you can see the Submit Your Work button. And then you will see a list of the classes that you've last attended, which could, for example, show the dance or craft or science experiment classes you've attended recently. Next, it will show you the list of children whose names are registered in this mobile number. Choose your name from this list to submit your work. For instance, if you are Satvik Kumar, choose that name. And then choose the class for which you would like to make your submission. For example, if you've attended the New Year's Masquerade Party session and you'd like to make the submission for this class, click on the Submit Your Work button below that. And then upload the photo you've taken. Choose the image from your phone and click Submit. You can scroll down and view all your past submissions and see how many of your friends or peers have liked your work. You can also see others' work and like their work to inspire your friends. If you want to showcase your work on social media, that too is very simple. Click on share, copy the link, and post it on Instagram or Facebook or any other platform of your choice. Just a tiny reminder, your submission looks a lot better if you could click a photo in the landscape mode rather than the portrait mode. Do not forget to tag us at YOLO_app. I'm eagerly looking forward